Yo everybody, it's Anime James Games here giving you some new Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles. Okay, so here in this Wi-Fi battle, I actually do not fight up against a noob. I actually fight up someone who is actually good at strategizing. Okay, so right here, I'm actually sporting my Mega Blastoise, my Lycanroc, my Marowak, my Gumshoes, my my Noivern, my Swadloon, and my opponent here, he's actually got a pretty well balanced team, but oh my god, dude, like this battle, it was super frustrating though. I mean, as much as I had fun, it was just so frustrating. You guys will see as soon as I start it. Okay, so pretty much the battle starts, and I start off with my Mega Blastoise because I wasn't sure if I should start off with my Otaku, my Swadloon, because my Swadloon it knows Sticky Web, but I sent out my Mega Blastoise, and my opponent is probably thinking that my Mega Blastoise is probably sporting Dark Pulse, but it really doesn't. It actually sports Rapid Spin, Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere, and Water Pulse. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve here, and I was expecting him to swap into, like, maybe his Florigus. Wait, no, not Florigus. Whatever it's called. It's Wait, no. Sorry, I actually had a different battle before, and I forgot to save it. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a Water Pulse, and luckily the Kommo gets confused. And, you know, Confusion actually got nerfed in this generation. Now it only has a 40% chance of the user hitting itself. But luckily it hits itself right here, and I'm going to get a free Water Pulse off it. The only reason why I'm using Water Pulse instead of Dragon Pulse is because I'm afraid that he might swap into his Fairy type. Into one of his Fairy types, his Clefairy and his Togekiss. So I decided to go for another Water Pulse, thinking that he might swap in that time, but he actually snaps out of his confusion and goes for another Outrage. And here he swaps into his Minior. I'm pretty sure it's a Shell Smash Minior. I mean, who doesn't sport Shell Smash on their Minior? So I go for a Water Pulse, and luckily my Blastoise's Water Pulse is just powerful enough. Like, his cannons are just so beastly. So he's gonna send out his Alakazam, and the Alakazam is gonna get a Psychic on me, and that's just gonna be enough to take out my Blastoise. And you know, I was really hoping that my Mega Blastoise would be able to last in this battle. And here I start to send out my Otaku so I could get the Sticky Webs up. So, and you know, actually Swadloon is actually a really not bad tank. He has really incredible defense and special defense. The problem is its typing. It's a grass bug type, and that makes it 4 times weak to a lot of common typings, like flying, fire. It's weak to a lot of common typings you see on online battles. So I'm gonna go get off the Sticky Web, and it was gonna use his Marowak was gonna use Flare Blitz, but I protect, and so I swap out to my Noivern, so it can use Flare Blitz on me, and it's not really gonna, and it's gonna do a lot actually. And so I decided to go for an Air Slash, because if I go for like my Z move or Draco Meteor, he's probably gonna swap into his Fairy types, but he actually goes for the Protect, and I could have got a Roost off it. So this next turn I'm gonna get my Z move off. I just thought maybe I should have used a Z move there, because I don't know. I didn't really want to use a Draco Meteor to lower my special defense, but he decides to swap into his Togekiss, and like, this Togekiss is the bane of my existence, because he starts to use the Air Slash, and so I decided to swap into my Lycanroc, and I try to go for a Rock Polish. But this, so I could outspeed its Choice Scarf, but it gets the Air Slash on me, and and Serene Grace kicks in. It keeps causing my Pokemon to flinch every turn. And so it's going to get another Air Slash off, and the Serene Grace kicks in again, causing my Lycanroc to flinch. And it keeps flinching, and I'm just here shaking my head, wanting to die, because I can't, like... So he decides to swap out to his Clefable. I guess he was afraid that my Lycanroc wouldn't flinch the next turn. And so I get my Rock Polish off. I'm not really sure why I went for a Rock Polish. I mean, you know, Sticky Web. I'm not sure why I have my Rock Polish Lycanroc on here. You know, since I have my Sticky Web. I don't know. I was trying to get a more balanced team for this Wi-Fi battle. So he's gonna get the Moonblast off. That's gonna take out my Lycanroc. And so I decide to swap into my Marowak. And oh no, I swap into my Gumshoes. My Gumshoes is actually really powerful. He has the adaptability ability, and he knows Thrash, Return, Crunch, and U-Turn. 2 moves that are Stab and also is powered up by Stab, and the adaptability ability with the Life Orb. So my Gumshoes is actually extremely powerful. So I'm gonna get a Thrash off, knocking down the Clefable, and the Clefable is gonna go down, and my Gumshoes loses a little bit of HP, and now he's gonna swap out to his Togekiss. And here's where I'm thinking that my Gumshoes is gonna go down. He actually goes for the Aura Sphere, but guess what? Gumshoes lasts with 20 HP, so I'm gonna get a Thrash off, but this is where this is where the Pokemon gods are looking down from me, because his Togekiss lasts for just 1 HP from that Thrash. So I decided to swap out to my Marowak so the Aura Sphere won't kill off my Gumshoes. And I actually just took out my Marowak from the Pokepelago, and instead of Flare Blitz, he knew Retaliate. My last battle, Retaliate actually came in handy. So I decided to get rid of Rock Slide for Flare Blitz and keep Retaliate. But anyway, my opponent switches to the Alakazam, so I used the Shadow Bone because I knew he was going to switch to the Alakazam. And here is where the Flinch Gods is looking down on my opponent, because he's going to go for an Air Slash, and that's gonna cause my Marowak to flinch. And I'm just here shaking my head, going like, why? Why? I don't know. Anyway, my Marowak's gonna go down, and I'm gonna swap out to my Otaku because there's no way my Otaku can survive 1 Air Slash. So I just decided to go for a Protect, just for one last hurrah for my Otaku, and he's gonna get the Air Slash off the next turn, and my Otaku goes down. And now all I have left is my Gumshoes, and because Togekiss is a flying type, the Sticky Web did not affect it, so it's gonna outspeed my Gumshoes. Of course, if the Sticky Web did affect it, it probably wouldn't have done any good, because that would have just disabled the Choice Scarf. So, and that's going to be the game. So, you know, even though I lost and I was really salty about all those flinches that happened, I still had pretty fun with this battle. And you know, it's really fun for me to be fighting against a Pokemon trainer elitist. And I really hope that I get to find more elitists like him, and hopefully the Flinch Gods will be on my side this time, because again, I'm really salty about that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle, and if you like my video, if you want more, and if you subscribe to my channel, that would really help me out a bunch. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.